So you'll see that. Okay. So like pages is what we're talking about. But first, I hope you guys listened to Carl's call. Yes, no, not yet. He's so passionate, and when you listen to him, he like goes off on tangents, but he's awesome. And if you didn't listen, the point of his call was that October and November and the beginning of December are hard. And so he did a calendar of 3 months and is encouraging everybody to reach out to 3 people every single day for those 3 months. And not complain when it's hard, not complain when we're getting no's, but know that if you do those things for October and November and December, when people are thinking in January, okay, New Year's resolution time, they're going to come back to you because you reached out and planted that seed. So he was all about plant those seeds now, accept that you're going to get a no, and be there for people when they're going to need you in January. So it was really great. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. It's live too on his Facebook, and it's kind of fun to see him, just see him express himself on the video because it's really good. So anyway, okay. Like pages. I think when everybody starts, you're thinking, oh, do I do a like page or do I not? So the focus of a like page is to really narrow in on your brand and keep it really specific to your brand. So I have 5 things that I usually share about. And instead of, I think one thing I do less of my kids, because most people don't really care about other people's kids. That's for your personal Facebook page. So I subtract some of my kids and I add in the business side. So you want to look at your like page as your business. And one coach said, and I really like that, is that she uses her like page as a preview to what coaching is. So she shouts out to her challengers. She shouts out to her teammates. She talks about how they all help each other. So any questions you get when people ask you about coaching, address those in your fan page. So you're going to want to focus on all that. That's what it's for. It's kind of the storefront of your business. So it's a great way to showcase what we do. So you're going to want to mix in your challenge group. You're going to want to mix in, your team and coaching. And even if you have one person, you're going to want to talk about that part of it. So the purpose of it is your brand and showcasing your business. So the benefits. The obvious ones are that you're able to expand your network. You can reach way more people just through seeing friends of friends that are going to like your page. And you never know who's going to see your stuff. So it will expand that way. And you can reach way more people than you can on your personal page because you're going to meet people that you did not know, through your personal page. For example, Donna, I met through my fan page, and I would have never we have no mutual friends. I would have never met her except for through my fan page. And so I'm sure Donna could speak on this, but when you see someone's page and you get an idea of who they are, and so you want to share, a bunch of different parts of your life within those top 5 things that are your brand. So that's the big benefit. The next one is that you can have a specific focus. And for us, again, it's health and fitness. So some of you may think, oh, I don't want to annoy all my friends and family with my workout stuff. And while you kind of should annoy, you're going to annoy anybody anyway, you can focus on that on your fitness page, So people that are not healthy and not happy and don't work out, they're going to roll their eyes at your fitness posts wherever you post them. So, you can focus more on that stuff on your fan page. So if you're worried about that, you can go all in on your fan page. And the next thing is that you can kind of be a little more raw or a little bit more yourself or put yourself out there more. So I think my biggest example is so I like to wear a lot of Lululemon, and I try to pretend like I like fashion, but I just wear workout clothes all the time. And so instead of maybe my friends and for sure my sisters like rolling their eyes at like another selfie in the mirror of this is what I wore today. That's the kind of stuff that's fun to put on your fan page. So you can kind of be more yourself and again, focus on your top 5 things that are your brand. Another benefit is you can schedule your posts directly. So you don't have to use Buffer or Hootsuite or whatever if you've used any of those. You can schedule your posts throughout the day. So that helps too, and it makes it pretty easy. So I can spend, an hour on Pinterest or whatever and get some good content for the next couple of days. So that's what I usually do. The downsides, there's kind of a lot of them. I know it doesn't seem like it, but there are. So if you're not posting consistently on your regular personal Facebook page, please do not take up another task of having to post even more on your fan page, because the only way you're going to be successful is if you can be consistent with your fan page. And that's 3 times a day, 3 to 5 times a day. And that's hard to do. I do 3, 2, 3 or 4. And that's something that I do consistently every single day, but you have to do it consistently. So if you struggle for things to post on your personal page, then don't take on a like page unless you feel 100% confident in the direction you're going to go with it and how you want it to run as your business. Because if you're not consistent with it, nobody's going to pay attention to it. So if you're not good at it and you're not consistently on it, then it's just no one's going to see your stuff. And that's the point, right? That people are seeing your stuff and then their friends and friends of friends are seeing your stuff. So that's the downside. The other one is that you have to provide value all the time. And that's hard sometimes. I do a ton of recipes. I probably have made half of those recipes, but people like to see recipes. And so there's only so many like sweaty selfies and motivational pictures that people want to see. So you have to provide value to them. And that also means some videos that you do. You just kind of have to mix it up and provide value to people instead of just throwing things out there that nobody wants to see. Because again, like we talked about with your personal page, it's popularity and Facebook likes you to be popular. So then they'll show you to more people. And they don't like if you're referring people to other sites. So if you're linking YouTube, they don't like that because it sends your people on Facebook away to YouTube. And that leads into my next downside is that it's so confusing to know what works. And I can tell you that none of us have grasped what works. It's hard to know. And one day you can see a post that blows up and the next day you get nothing on it. And if you go to even the top coach, Melanie Mitro's page, you will still see she might do a call to action post about a coaching thing or something, and unless she has turned it into an ad, you might see she gets 3 or 4 likes, and she's a top coach, so you can't be sweating that kind of stuff. But it's hard because you really have to pay to play. So if you're not getting your stuff shown out there and you're not providing that content and value, then you're not going to get shown. And the main way to get shown too, besides providing value, is to pay. And that's ads. And that's a whole other story that nobody really has grasp. So you'll see if you post something on a like page, you can boost it or you can create an ongoing ad. And then there's something called Power Editor. And it's really neat in that you can take your ad for say a challenge group and you can send it to an audience that is so specific. I think my last audience was so specific. It was women. I think it was 32 to 40. They liked The Bachelor. They liked Real Housewives. They liked Lululemon. They liked wine. They liked chocolate. They liked travel. They liked Jillian Michaels. So I narrowed it all into basically me. I put in things that describe me and then sent my ad to those people. So you can play around with it, but there's so much to learn and it's kind of a lot to take on. So maybe if you're living in Japan and don't have anything else to do like Andrew's going to be, she can play with an ad. But it's just a lot to learn. And I hate to see somebody like clicking boost and having a sponsored ad and having it go to nowhere, because that happens if you don't boost it to a specific audience. So you don't want something of yours to be going to 70-year-old, well, or 70-year-old, some 70-year-olds are on Facebook, but just not in your market, 19-year-olds. Like, you want it to focus on who you're trying to reach, right? So there's so much to learn with those ads. And then, so say you meet somebody on your Facebook page, on your like page, and you want to send them a message. You have to pay money to send them a message. So you pay $1 and up, depending on their settings, to send them a message. And then you don't know if they're even going to see it. So what I used to do was, every new like I got to my page, I would click on their name, I would see who they were, and then I would prejudge them. And if they looked normal to me, then I would pay the $1 and send them a message, just, hey, thanks for joining my fitness page. I run these challenge groups. Let me know if you need any help, blah, blah, blah. So I would pay $1 to message all those people. So I used to be paying probably about $200 a month on ads. And so it worked for a while, and I really liked it. But then sometimes you're spending money and it's not working. It's hard to kind of to figure out what is working. So we're all trying to come together and play with different ideas about how to make it work. But it's hard. It's so hard to figure it out, and you don't want to waste a bunch of money. But I mean, you look at, so like Anita Myron, she does a couple trainings on your fan pages. And so she spends 10% of her income puts it back into her Facebook page. She's got a ton of likes, but 10% of her income is a lot. So she puts in a lot of money. And I think she does like $300 a week or something. So that's why she's got such a big outreach. And if you start to have the money to be able to do that, or you've been doing this a long time, it's a good way to start to meet new people, because you want to meet new people. So that's the biggest thing about the downsides of it. Now, if you want to take it on, the top tips that I suggest that you do is, one, you've got to have your name in it. It's got to be your name, because you're going to want to have people understand because the only way you can really have good messages with people is if they're your friend. So if Megan Zernicke, Foxy Blonde Fitness, sends them a message, then they're going to know that if Megan Zernicke sends them a friend request, that we're one and the same. So you can include your name however you want. Like, you can do Fit and Funky with Donna, or like however you want to do it, but your name has to be in there. So it can be blah, blah, blah with, or Body by Esther Mesa, like however you want to do it, so that your name is in it. It has to be in there. And then my second tip is that you really need to start following pages that you like, people that you relate to, and just kind of see what they're posting and see how often they're posting, and get some ideas of what other coaches do that. Brittany Leggett she's the one that said that she makes her Facebook kind of like a preview to coaching. So she's a really good one to follow. But there's a bunch of other ones that you can just kind of get an idea of what clicks with you and what you like. Christine, there was another, I'll have to get her name, but she has a like page, and I think hers is like Fierce and Fit Fighter or Fit Fighter or something. And she's somebody that her whole like page has been her journey trying to keep healthy while struggling with cancer. So she used that as her platform. So that would be something great if you wanted to take that on, of, kind of making that a different side of just a platform for you. And there's so many other ways to do it. But yeah, so follow people that you like. And then you want to do a colorful cover photo that really that if someone clicks on it, like, they get an idea of who you are. And again, that can be different from the mom or whoever you are on your personal page. This can be that fitness person that you've always wanted to be, can be that person on your fan page. So that's what's really cool about it. And then the last one is that the profile picture should be you, and it should be the same, again, picture as you're using on your personal page, so that, again, people know that you're the same person. And that way, when you tag yourself, that they can see a little bit of both of who you are. So those are the biggest things. I think it's great if you have, a route you want to go, you have a vision for it, and you want to turn that into your business part. I think that's great. Donna has one, and Stephanie has one. And Christy, I don't see her face, but she's on, and she has one too. So as long as and you guys have some great posts. Stephanie, your yoga videos are awesome. I always love to see those. And she has her niche, and what I liked about yours too, Stephanie, is that you're kind of on the yoga thing, and it's great. It's just another way to kind of encompass the whole health and fitness that you're trying to portray. So you can turn that into whatever little tweaks you want it to be, but it's just work. So you have to have a vision for it and then know that you want to do it. Otherwise, you're going to be just fine in the beginning for the first year, keeping with your personal page. If you're not ready to invest the work and the money, if you're not ready to start doing a few ads, you can do. So the different types of ads, without totally making you all go crazy, is that you can pay like $1 a day, $2 a day, $100 a day. And then that'll show a general ad, which would say like my page for fitness tips and recipes and inspiration. And then the goal of that ad would be just to get people to come to your page and just click like. And then there's other ways that you can pay a total amount, like $100, and get a post or a video or something shown to your specific audience. So there's different ways you can do it. You can do a $50 one-time thing if you have a specific thing you want to do, or you can do a couple dollars a day. I used to do, when I was messaging all my people that would like the page, I was doing $1 to $2 a day and having that ad run ongoing. And that was pretty good. But again, I don't know if you guys see a bunch now. Do you guys see a bunch of fitness ones, Beachbody ones, fitness ones? Because I do too. And it never used to be like that. And so I don't know if everyone's targeting people that like fitness. I wonder if I should target people that like Cheetos, because maybe those are the people that will respond to my ad better, right? So let's pick the opposite of yourself. Maybe I should try that. I'm going to pick the opposite of myself. If you like Cheetos and Biggest Loser, I don't know. Maybe that's what works. I don't know what works. So yeah, I feel like we're all targeted because we all like health and fitness. So it's hard to figure out what to do and what works. But ultimately, I've loved to have another outlet for this. I've loved to have a focus that I can really kind of be more, I don't know, not more myself, but yeah, just kind of have a vision for my business and keep it on that fan page. And so that's what's fun about it. But again, consistency is the number one thing. So if you can be consistent on both, I don't do my personal page 3 times. I do my personal page once or twice a day. And then I do the fan page 2 to 5 times a day. So again, it's a lot. And, there's different ways that you can share it both ways. One of my favorites is to post a picture on my personal page of a meal that I like or a recipe or something that I've made. And then in the comments, add in, oh, the recipe's over here, so that you send people over there. So I feel like on your fan page, you can be all fitness, because if people like your page, they know that you're going to be all about workouts and stuff. So it kind of gives you an excuse to post about that all the time. So, but I also, with you specifically, Andrea, I know I've seen you post about all your health stuff all the time. So you're not annoying people. I mean, you probably still are annoying people, but you already know that you don't care that you annoy people. And so is it necessary for you to move over to a fan page? I don't know. But if you see a vision for where that would go, then go for it. So anyway, I want to hear from you guys. So what questions do you have? Unmute yourself, or I can unmute you. But do you have any questions about, are you thinking about starting one? Esther, you don't have one. Are you thinking about starting one?
I've been thinking about it, but I guess I struggle with time. Even finding time to post on my personal page. So I'm thinking, okay, when am I going to have time to post on a like page? And of course, content, I want to have value and having time to come up with that too. So yeah, not right now, but I'm stocking up so that when something happens.
That's great. I know. If you can like I screenshot usually good post or like, and it's true. If you can spend an hour or 2 hours over the weekend and just get most of those posts done, then that's great. But yeah, I mean, you're right. You got to find the value so that people actually think you have something to offer them,
Right.
Yeah. Have you thought of a name or?
I'm tossing stuff around. Yeah.
I know.
I'm also trying to come up with a name for like my coach group, and I've just got one coach, but
Okay, so I will tell you, if you have not had a name yet, I think the greatest thing, and Sarah Lenore, I think, is the only one that has done this, and I wish I would have done this. So she's got, Sarah Lenore Body Burn Fitness, and then our team is called Team Body Burn. So I like that. That's even made her more, her business page more really of her business, because she can be like, I'm Sarah Lenore Body Burn Fitness, come join Team Body Burn. So it kind of goes together. So if you can make those go together, I think that's really neat that you can really dive into that being your business part of it. But
cool. Yeah.
So if you haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
So
just kicking around ideas.
I know. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Stephanie, how's your page been going?
I like it, although I feel like
because Stephanie, tell them why you really wanted a like page, and then what you struggled with your name and stuff.
Oh yeah, well, 1,000 reasons why because I still don't post on my private page very often. I don't know, like I was off of Facebook for about a year before I got back, for this reason. And I had my Instagram account still because I liked getting motivated and getting workout ideas from people. So that's what I did with my Instagram. And I didn't even tell any of my friends or family that I had an Instagram account that I opened just for that reason, because I don't know, like I'm really getting over caring what people think. But especially at the beginning, it was just like, it's like, well, we're all those people now where it's like, I like to work out or I like to eat this and blah, blah, blah. And I just didn't want to come across that way to my family. I don't know why, or friends. And so I had my like secret thing. And then, so my fan page has become that for me. It's the place where I do that. And it's an extension of what I had with Instagram. Because it's like you said, Megan, it's kind of the stuff I enjoy. And I don't know why I feel so like I have to hide that I enjoy all this stuff, because I don't know, we shouldn't be ashamed of it, right?
Yeah. Because people are annoyed by who knows what, everything.
Yeah.
You're not no one is going to be thinking that you're awesome all the time. So yeah, why are we so worried about that part of it?
And I mean, to speak to that, it's like, how many friends and people do you know that are just on Facebook all the time, but they don't make a peep? Like they don't like anything. They don't, so everybody suffers from that to a certain extent. Like they want to be on, and so that's a part of the reason why I left Facebook. I just find it kind of weirdly peeping Tom-like. And so my like page is like, hey, this is me. Like, I like to eat this. I like to do this, and if you think I'm annoying, then don't like this page, And so I feel like I'm probably breaking all of the, advice that everyone in the team or you might be giving us, because I'm not posting. I'm figuring it out, and I might learn the hard way, but, I don't know. I'm
learning. What do you
learning.
feel like you're doing wrong? What do you mean?
Because I'm not posting on my personal page very often at all.
But you do tag yourself quite a bit. Yeah.
I tag myself, and I also I'm not making my picture the same on both pages, because like even that, like I've never posted selfies before Beachbody. and it's just uncomfortable for me. I don't know.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right?
I think everybody's doing it.
Everybody would be.
Everybody's posting selfies. I don't know. I don't know.
I agree. And that's fine. But I think your page is great, and you don't focus on Beachbody so much. And yeah, you're just building trust with people. And I think that draws, So how have you been on Instagram? Because your Instagram's looking pretty strong.
Pretty good. Like I've met a couple people, and I don't know. It's like Instagram, and now my like page. It's just my alter ego, and not that much of an alter ego because it's me.
Yeah. And that's how I feel too. Yeah. It's like the way you can focus that, not that perfect person, but like that person you always want to be portrayed as. Yeah. Like all the good stuff rolled into one page, or I don't know.
Although sometimes I put the bad stuff too, but
no, that's good. That just means you're relatable. That's good stuff to put.
But for some reason in my mind, I don't know if it's the same for you, I find it easier to be myself with strangers than people who know me. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's normal.
So that's how I feel with my like page and Instagram.
Yeah, because you can be whoever you want to be because they don't know you in real life. So
yeah. And funnily enough, there's a good majority of my people who are my personal people who are on my likes. So I don't know. I just feel like if you want it, you asked for it. So here.
So where have you been doing your call to action, like the clean eating or join? Like where do you focus that?
Like page, and then I tag myself.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a great.
But, like you were saying about, when you're into fitness, blah, blah, blah. It's like the people who join my clean eating things, the people who engage with me are like the already fit people. So it's funny,
Yeah. We all attract different people. So that's what's good. Yeah. Cool. All right, Andrea, what are your thoughts on it? Because you said you were ready to go.
Well, I don't know, after the whole list of downfalls that you mentioned tonight. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Like I messaged Megan earlier today, and I was like, something just like clicked in like the last couple of days. I don't know if it's with time. Like I've just actually had a chance to, my teaching schedule changed. So before I was teaching really early in the morning and then late at night on the same days, and just sleep and everything, and then getting other stuff done. And now I only teach Friday, Saturday, and Sunday mornings. So I literally have all day long, Monday through Thursday. And so that's definitely helped, just to kind of get some things organized and to be able to sit down and have a chunk of time. I think that eventually I'll be able to sit down and have like, an hour or two, each day to work on stuff. But right now it's more than that.
Yeah.
That helps me, because like in an hour I'll get distracted with something, and then it's like, oh, well, I just lost all that time. So yeah, I don't know, something like I've just been able to sit down with bigger chunks of time, and just thinking about the like page. So I think that I might kind of like behind the scenes, like create it, and then like put, some stuff there and kind of start to build it before I'm actually ready to start to invite people to it. So like this week is my first, and I didn't get a chance, or I didn't make the time to do it yesterday. But using Hootsuite to schedule all my posts for this week. Like I wanted to do that for a week to, see how that felt, to get that done for 1 week, and then to do it next week. And once I can get in the habit of doing that, then I have more time to do the other things during the day, like to check messages and check in with people. And so it's just kind of like finding a groove, but I think I'm pretty close to ready.
So you think you're going to go more yoga focused too?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it'll definitely be a part of it, just because that's one of my passion areas, but I don't know.
Cool.
That won't be the only thing. I know that, because I love yoga, but like when I got 21 Day Fix, and it was like when I started to incorporate weights back into working out, was like, oh my gosh, I miss this kind of stuff. But it was like, I didn't miss it for a long time because I'd go to the gym and then I wasn't seeing results or anything. But now I have workouts that I do see results with. And so it's kind of nice to be able to bring that back in. Like, it's great to go and sweat in 105-degree heat for an hour, but like, I mean, it wasn't doing as much for my body and changing things and, clothes fitting better that like some of the 30-minute workouts are doing. So it'll probably be a balance of both of them. I mean, I'll never give up yoga, that's for sure. But.
Yeah. Cool. Christine, what are you thinking about it? You want to take it on, or you got a lot going on? So
I think I'm ready, because I've been posting consistently on my page for a while, and
you've come out of your shell so much.
I have a lot more understanding of what sort of posts people like. So I think probably could start a like page now.
Good. Okay, I'm going to share with you. I'm going to find that Fit Fighter or whoever it was, and then you can see what kind of stuff she was posting too, because I think that sharing that part of your journey will be so inspirational to people, and for you to have an outlet, I think that'd be really cool. So good for you. You're doing so great, and Emerald now, and I'm just so impressed. You really, you've really gotten into your groove, I think, which is great. All right, Donna, what are you thinking with yours? How are you doing with yours?
I think pretty good. I'm trying to, not to put the same things all the time, There's too many quotes that I like that just fit
I know.
the current situation, and so I like to put that kind of stuff. But I'm trying to find more recipes and stuff like that, so it's not all the same. I have to get better at doing the videoing myself and working out and everything, but I do it so early that it's I'm 5:30 in the morning, so I'm trying to be quiet in this house instead of videoing myself. I'm lucky I can get it done without someone else popping their head out wanting to do size with me at 5:30. So
Yeah.
but aside from that, I'm trying to be consistent. I definitely like the Hootsuite because I try and schedule the 3 posts. I try and do one at 8 o'clock and then one at 4:30 and then one at night, so that there's even time in between. So I really like that because then you don't even have to think about it. It's already done for the day, and then you do the next days. So I kind of like that. So I think it's going okay.
Good. Yeah, it's just finding content, and I do Pinterest or even I ordered Stitch Fix just to have I love Stitch Fix, but then you have something to share about and you can do videos about anything, cooking, your darn zucchini noodles or whatever gross stuff that you think you should. You should do a video on that. That's all.
Don't knock the zucchini, all right?
It's that and cauliflower crust that I don't understand. People, that is not pizza. That is vegetables.
Yeah, it's hard. I like a lot of the quotes and everything. I actually my first customer, who's actually my best friend, is currently in the hospital. She has stage 4 liver cirrhosis. So that's been really rough the last 2 weeks trying to be there with her. So I really, trying to schedule everything so that I can, be there and still have it ongoing and, but.
Yeah. And that's a good thing because it's nice to be able to schedule it, even if you're gone for a weekend or a vacation or something, that you can schedule.
The only thing that I don't understand, which is the only thing, how do you tag yourself if you're doing a post on the like page?
So Alicia was over today and she told me she couldn't do it. And I was like, well, I can do it. So I sat down and did it and it wouldn't work. But tonight, when I went to do it, it worked just fine. So it doesn't work from your phone usually, but my computer, it works for most of the time. But again, I went to tag, I don't know.
Because when you do a post on the like page, there is no tag option when you do it on your phone.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can't.
Which I hate, because remember how many things I ask you and I'm like, where is this that you're talking about? And then I went on the computer and I was like, this is why she thinks I'm retarded.
I'm like, right there. Don't you see this? Yes, it's different. I know. So it's hard.
I found.
Well, don't worry. Jackie finally bought a computer. She's been driving me nuts sorry, Jackie, if you watch this. She's been driving me nuts for a whole year because, you just can't see everything.
Well, I finally started using my computer, and then, even on the first call we had, the camera doesn't work, so now I have to send it to get fixed. So I'm using this other computer, which other things don't work, so I'm like, great. Now I have to use my phone, so it's for the next, 2 weeks, I have no choice. I'm not going to be able to tag myself.
I know. What were you going to say, Stephanie?
So I was struggling with that same thing forever, and I feel like I might have found a way, but I don't know for sure, so don't quote me. But when I'm on my own personal page, or I have to, my Okiogi has to come up, and then it's almost like I'm just viewing it. If I'm me on my own page, it doesn't work. And then B, what helps is when someone likes it and you get a notification, it's almost like you can tag yourself if you're looking at it like you're someone else, you know?
Okay, I know.
I've had more success with that than ever, and that's a victory because I was the same. I was like, what is the magic formula? You know, like use it as me, use it as my alias, I tried everything, and that was the best success I've had.
I'm amazed at how hard all this is. We need a class, I think, or training just on how to do this, because I work on a computer all day long and I never had this many issues.
Yeah, I think that's what's most frustrating is when you put money into an ad or something and you're like, why is this not working? Or you have one post and a bunch of people comment and then another post and nobody sees it. It's like, it's frustrating for me when there's not a formula that I know, do this and do that and it will work. You know, it's like, I don't know. And there's so many trainings and you can pay so much money to people that tell you that they know what they're doing. And, you know, I don't know. It always is changing. So that's the hard part. But yeah, so there's good things, but I just don't want anyone to feel like they need to do it because at least for the first 6 months to a year, I feel like you still have a lot of people that you can reach. But if you want to take it on, yeah, then dive in and make it your brand and your business. So yeah, anybody have any other questions or anything that we have like 2 minutes? No? Oh, except for Esther, what are you doing this weekend?
Oh, yes. I'm going to go get certified to teach PIO.
Yay!
Yeah. Still really super nervous, but yeah. I've been listening to a lot of motivational speakers lately, and it's like, you're never going to if you're waiting till you're perfect, you're going to be waiting forever. Just go and do it. So
I'm excited for you.
yeah.
That's been your favorite. You've been loving it, so you might as well just, yeah. And if you look on the PIO Live thing, there's nobody teaching it really in your area, so.
No, there is one girl, though, but she's not even on the list, and I just happened to catch her on Facebook. She's like, I'm teaching PIO. I'm like, I didn't see you on the thing, you know, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, neat. Then maybe she can help you out and you can share. I don't know. Ellen and Melissa are the only ones that I know who have gotten into gyms to teach it. So I don't know if anybody else.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, good for you. I'm excited. That's going to be, you better share all about how that goes because,
Right?
yeah.
Definitely.
Oh boy. All right, ladies. Thanks for jumping on. Good luck this weekend, Esther. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.